tidbit of what you about to receive from me tonight, you guys. And I'm super excited. Just like every Tuesday, I get super excited to share this information, you guys. So let's talk about it. The name of the company is called Travorium. A better life requires a better way. My motto, like my bro said, our motto over here is when you know better, you do better, right? When you know better, you do better, right? And I'm going to show you better tonight, and it's going to be on you to make the choice to do better, right? Or find ways to do better, all right? I'm not saying this is no all be all for you, but it's definitely a vehicle to that know all be all right? So here's our legal disclaimer right here. I am going to talk about making a little extra money. I am not a financial advisor. You hear that key word, not. I am not a financial advisor, but I'm going to show you ways that you can make a little extra money bring a little extra money into your household, right? That's going to be totally on you in the efforts that you do as well. So I'm not going to guarantee you the numbers that I'm going to show you, but I'm going to let you know right now that it is possible. All right. Anything you think of and anything you could dream of is possible. It's just going to be on you to make it happen. Right. So the same thing with this right here, but I got to give you this legal disclaimer. So you're not going saying TJ guaranteed you anything. All right. Because it won't be true. Now, let's talk about our amazing CEO and founder of this company, you guys. Super excited to speak about this guy right here because guess what? He thought highly enough of us to create this amazing platform, you guys. So Mr. David and his wife, Adela Hart, they are world-class entrepreneurs. He has a combined 30 years of experience in both traditional business and the direct sales industry. So he's not new to this. He's definitely true to this. That's 30 years, y'all. He was an Entrepreneur of the Year finalist at the age of 24. And it made it. That right there sets a bar above all else in itself. And believe you me, I know that it do. 400% annual growth since 2019. Opportunity in 63 countries worldwide. We are a global company, you guys. We're not just right here in the United States. We're not just in your hometown of your best friend, my backyard, your cousin's backyard. We are global, you guys. And we want you to get a piece of these millions that is paid in commissions on time, right on time again, right? Who would want to get a piece of those millions in commissions? Because guess what? We are dealing with the largest industry in the world. I'm about to talk about that in a minute. You see our corporate office right there in Temecula, California, you guys. So we are definitely doing great things all over the world, you guys. So with Travorium, you get to participate in two of the largest industries in the world, like I was just telling you. Two of the largest industries, one being travel and the second one being the social sharing and direct sales industry. With travel, I'm going to show you how you can save money on vacations, getaways, and dreamcations. And then with the social sharing and direct sales industry, I'm going to show you how to make some residual and passive income. I'm going to show you why we are the best thing out there smoking in the world when we're already doing it anyway. But we hopped on this amazing platform and now we're doing it bigger and better. Now, the travel industry, this is our product. This is what I'm going to talk to you about. This is our lotion. This is our perfume. This is our makeup. But ours is travel, which I tell people right now, travel is the sexiest product in the world. I don't care what time of the year it is. Travel is the sexiest product. It can be midwinter. Either people are in the Alps, right? They're out there skiing, or they on a beach somewhere in the Caribbean in their bathing suit. It doesn't matter any time of the year. Travel is the sexiest product out there, from the youngest age of being a toddler all the way to the oldest age being pushed around in a wheelchair. They're out enjoying life. Travel is the biggest industry out there, you guys. And like I said, it's the sexiest industry. You've never seen anybody on the beach worried about how they look, right? They're going to be in their two-piece. They're going to be in their one-piece, right? They're going to have a good time because they're living their best life, you guys, traveling, doing the things that they love. And I'm going to show you right over here with us how you can do it more for less. Now, the largest industry in the world is travel, like I said, with revenues over $8.2 trillion in 2017 BC, before COVID. $8.2 trillion in travel. Guess what? It has only doubled, if not tripled, Since the pandemic has lowered down a little bit, right? We ain't gonna say it's over, but since it has lowered down, because people are what? Back outside. And they're getting that revenge travel for those 1.5, 2 years of being quarantined. So with us, you get to save up to 70% on travel. Earn travel points free. And my biggest thing, get paid to travel. If you want to learn how to get paid to travel, guess what? Buckle your seatbelt. You're in the right place at the right time. We're going to talk about that here a little later. But first and foremost, I'm going to tell you about our amazing product. So with Travorium, if you decide to jump aboard with us over here at Travorium, you're going to get this amazing no markup net rates booking engine. Much like that of the old way of Expedia and Priceline, but I'm going to compare them here in a minute. Because with us, you get to book activities, cruises, dining, entertainment, rental cars, resorts, shows, hotels, and so much more, where you're saving up to 70% off. Is that cool or cool? It just makes sense to me. Let me talk to you about the old way versus the new way. The old way being your Expedia and Priceline versus the new way right over here with Travorium. Now, let's say you decide to go and book the old way in Expedia because that's all you know, right? That's all you're used to. Expedia, Priceline, you're going to go to all those because that's what you're used to seeing all over the TV, right? So, standard room, two rooms. For 2 nights, $148 plus tax. Your total, you're going to pay $353. To you, that might be a good deal. The old way of booking because you never knew about Travorium until today, right? So that's $353. You're like, oh man, that's not bad. I got that. But if I told you can get that exact same room for the exact same amount of nights for $218, putting $135 back in your pocket, would Travorium be something you're interested in? Would that spark that interest? Hey, we ain't done yet. This is just the beginning. Let me tell you another one right here, Expedia, the old way of booking. Let's say you decide to get that 1 king bedroom at the DoubleTree, right, down in Phoenix, $206 for 2 nights plus tax. It's going to be $471. So $206 per night plus tax, $471. Hey, you might got it like that and say, hey, I got it. $471, that's not bad for a DoubleTree. But I told you can get that exact same booking, just showing you why we have the best deal. You can get that exact same booking, exact same hotel, $268.74. $268.74. You see the suggested retail price, $470. You see what we pay over here in Travorium with our amazing membership. Which one makes sense? That's $203 back in your pocket. $203 of savings that you have that is more than what it costs to get started with our membership. That right there should spark your interest, I'm telling you. So here's another one, Expedia. Booking it on the old way of booking, MGM Grand, because of course I love Las Vegas, so I had to go and throw this in there. $192 per night for 3 nights plus tax. Your total is going to come out to $652 total. $652. You probably say that's not bad for Las Vegas, especially at the MGM Grand. I'm saying to you the same thing, right? Because I was thinking like that in the old way of travel. But when I saw Travorium, I saw I can go and stay at that exact same place for $386.66. Mind you, these numbers going to fluctuate because that's just what vacation does. But guess what? When you know you got the best deal, why not go with that? Right? Putting that extra $266 back in your pocket. It just makes sense. And that's $266 in savings that is more than what it costs to get our highest level membership. Because there's levels to this thing, and I'm going to talk to you about that here in a minute. But there's more, right? So you want to get this amazing booking engine that I just told you about that is beating all of the old ways of booking, Expedia and Priceline. Because guess what? They're in a monopoly. They got to make their money. You think you're going to one, but it's really owned by this one big company. Over here, we're not owned by anybody. We have the deal, you guys. So along with that amazing booking engine, we got this amazing Dreamcation platform, right? And these amazing things called travel points. Man, I was telling you that earlier, earn travel points free. So guess what comes with receiving these travel points? Your membership creates travel points for every dollar that you spend. Not anything else out there give you dollar for dollar. Not your credit card, not your deals that your little rewards program that you get with your grocery stores and everybody's trying to get rewards program, but none of them give you back a dollar for dollar, right? It's usually like a penny on every dollar, right? If that. But with us, Your membership creates travel points on every dollar you spend. The initial enrollment earns you 1 travel point for every dollar you spend, and your monthly fee earns you 2 travel points on every dollar you spend. So I know you're probably taking it back right there because, oh, Lord, it's a monthly fee. It's a subscription. It's just like your Hulu, your Netflix, you pay those monthly. Which of them give you a return? You pay the monthly on this, but it's giving you a whole return on your money. Now you can apply those points towards Getaways and world tours. Our Getaways are over 2,000 resorts around the world. These are personal trips up to 8 days, 7 nights with rates starting as low as $0 per night. That is not a typo. If you can go somewhere for $0 per night, would you go or would you go? World tours, these are group travel with like-minded people. Just like the one, my co-host, Mark, my brother, that's my brother right there. Just like Mark said earlier when we went to Colombia with my sis Winnie, we had a great time down there. We saved up to 70% off the retail rate. Curated experience that include fun and special perks, and you get to meet some of the most amazing people, you guys, that become family. So let's talk about a few of them. Here's the Getaways right here, just a few examples, you guys. Cabo San Lucas, Mexico, 7 nights, 8 days. Retail price in itself. This is a Travorium retail price. All right. The retail price in itself is already crazy. $4.99 for an entire week. I'm with it. Let's go. We're going to pack up about 2 or 3 of my friends. Let's go. We're going to split that, right? But guess what? I'm going to accumulate my points because I'm paying into my membership every month. Utilize 998 of those points and now get to buy that trip down to $0 plus tax. $0 plus tax for an entire week for just 998 points. I'm with it. Let's go. It just makes sense. Orlando, Florida, 1-bedroom suite, 8 days, 7 nights. Here's the difference in our memberships. You got a platinum level, which is our highest level, and then you got titanium, which I told you. There's levels to this thing. So I've been having the highest level of membership, such as myself, right? Of course, I'm going to be excited about going to Orlando, Florida, where I know it's going to be expensive because guess what? You got the happiest place on earth down there, Disney World, right? So if I can go down there and stay in a 1-bedroom suite for 8 days, 7 nights for $1 a night plus tax after applying my points, you don't think that would be beneficial to me and my family? That's $7 a night. I mean, $7 for that entire week stay. $7 plus tax. $7 plus tax for my accommodations, meaning I can go and spend however much I want to else inside of Disney World, because Disney World gonna hit you across the head anyway, right? But guess what? Inside our membership, we got some savings even for Disney. So it just makes sense. And then you got titanium members. You can't beat their prices either. $18.43 a night plus tax after applying your points. You cannot beat that. You let me know what hotel you can go and stay in where you can use your reward points for one, that you can get it down to $18.43 a night. I will wait. All right. I know some of y'all, oh yeah, I got my points. But how many nights you got to pay? How many nights you got to pay full price to stay there before you can get those points to be able to get that one free night? Believe you me, I got all of the rewards with all of the hotels and airlines, right? Because I get the double dip over here with my membership. So here's another one right here, Canary Island, Spain. I added this to my life list. Like I'm telling people all the time, don't have a bucket list. Create yourself a life list. Things you want to experience while you're living. All right. So studio room, 8 days, 7 nights. Platinum, get to go for as low as $0 a night plus tax after applying your points. Titanium gets to go for as low as $14.14 a night plus tax after applying your points. It just makes sense. Well, it made sense to me anyway. And half of the partners that's on this call right now, right? Could be your friend or family member. It made sense to them. And they said, hey, this will make sense to my friend. This will make sense to my brother, my sister, right? Just put the information in front of them, right? But guess what? We don't stop there. Because let me show you a few of these amazing world tours that we got. We had over 100 of them on the books this year. I have had the privilege to go to 2 of them so far. Third one is on the books right now, going to Hawaii at the end of the year. Super excited about that, right? Who you know, how many people you know are going to Hawaii in November? I do. I know a lot of them, and we're going to go and have a good time. So let me show you a few of them and why we get so excited, especially about these world tours. New York, right? 4-star hotel. If you ever been up there, you already know New York is very expensive. You're going to get hit across the head, and you're going to be in this small little bitty room, right? But you get to stay in this 4-star hotel, breakfast included, during New York Fashion Week, You already know it's going to be extremely expensive then, because that's when all the celebrities are out, right? 4 nights, 5 days, you get to get this world tour for as low as $539 for 2 people, not per person. That's $539. You can buy this down to $539 after you apply your points. That is less than $300 per person. You going or you going? Here's another one right here, Miami, Florida, for all my beach heads, right? Who love South Beach, Florida? I know I do, right? 4-star hotel, waterfront property, 4 nights, 5 days, as low as $399 for 2 people after applying your points. You already know it costs you that plus per night to stay on a beachfront property downtown or down in Miami. Fight me on it if you think it's not true. Right? I already know that, you guys. I'm telling you, I absolutely love Miami, but I've never went down there outside of seeing it right here in our world tours for $399 for 4 nights and 5 days. You just ain't going to get any other deal like that. But right here with Travorium. Here's another one right here, Dubai, you guys. Actually been to Dubai twice, but I never went for the prices that you see right here in your face, you guys. Real prices, real people that I know have been. Here's the thing. 5-star resort, waterfront property, includes breakfast daily, buffet style breakfast every day. So that's 1 meal you ain't got to worry about. Guess what? If you had the chance to go in April, from April the 5th through the 10th for $1, what you would have went? Would you have used your points? Would you have gotten a membership to get those points? So now all you can pay is $1 for 2 people to go to Dubai. 2 of my friends on here right now, they family, my brother and my sister, Arrow and Fred, right? I call them the Wrights, right? They went for $1. That's 50 cents per person. But guess what? If you missed that one, you have plenty other times in the year to go, and you can go for as low as $129 for 2 people. That is not per person. That is less than $75 per person. So my thing is, what makes sense? Now you're being able to travel more for less, going to destinations you never thought that you was going to be afforded to go to, because guess what? They're just too expensive. Booking it any other way. But guess what? We found the best way right over here with Travorium. So here's our memberships right here. You get to choose from whichever one makes sense for you or your pocketbook. All right. You have the silver, titanium, and platinum membership. I don't even like to talk about the silver membership, because with that, you are not going to get the points that I just told you about. You're not even going to have access to the world tours and getaways, but you will have access to the wholesale pricing on our amazing booking engine. All right. So I want you to think of it just like this. You got Sam's Club, right? They buy in bulk. You go there, you got to have a membership to go on Sam's Club to buy in bulk. What? You got to go and buy tissue, water, you know, all your household goods, and just to get some great products, right, for the wholesale rate. Same thing over here. Travel on the wholesale rate. You got to have a membership to be able to get it. Other than that, you're going to be spending way too much money out there. And I'm going to tell you, that is just crazy, right? Because then you just end up going to the same place over and over and over until you die, right? But anyway, you get the silver membership. You get to get the wholesale pricing booking engine, $49.95 one time, $49.95 a month. All right, $50 to get started, $50 once a month. Then you have our most popular membership, which is the titanium membership. All right, with this right here, you're going to get the wholesale pricing on your booking engine. You will also get access to the world tours, the getaways, and so much more. But with this one right here, it is $129.95 to get started. I'm going to round up. $130 to get started, $69.95 once a month, $70 a month. Guess what they're going to do with that? They're going to turn that into points. So once you get started, you pay that $130, they're going to give you 130 points right away. You can use right away if you want to, or you can let it accumulate. And then every month you pay the $69.95, they give you that back as 140 points, because they're going to times that 70 by 2. So now you're getting 140 points. So within your first 30 days, you've already accumulated 270 points. 130 when you join. On the 31st day, you're going to get another 140 when you pay the 70. So boom, you got 270 points already ready for you to utilize right away, or you can let it keep accumulating. Now you got the platinum membership. That's the best of the best. I absolutely love it. I'm that guy. I like the best of the best, right? I'm going to treat myself if nobody else going to treat me, right? $250 one time, $125 a month. I looked at that, hey, I was spending more than that on sneakers, right? So why wouldn't I invest that into my life, right? On something what is coming back to me because I love travel. So 200 to get started, you're going to turn that into 150 points. Every month that I would have made that $125 because I'm gonna tell you a way you can get rid of making that $125 and have the company pay it for you. I'm gonna talk about that here shortly. So $125 a month, the company turned that into 250 points. So within the first 30 days, you have made 500 points. So more points. Now you get to buy those world tours and getaways down to the lowest price. You saw them $0. You saw them $1. Right? We get to do that because we're platinum members. Platinum members get more points, so you're afforded to buy down things to the lowest price. It just makes sense, you guys. As I say, I like the best of the best. Why not? Right? So another thing I wanted to break it down for you when it comes to our memberships, because I know you're sitting over there like, man, I ain't got it like that, man. Ooh, $250 to get started. Ooh, $70 a month. Ooh, that's a lot, right? But let's talk about this right here. First of all, I'm gonna show you how you can get rid of that monthly fee. It's gonna be real easy, right? Because it's something that you already do. But I want to talk to you about the old way of booking when you book with a travel agent. All right, we got travel agents on the call, right? They already know I beat them up every week when I talk about the travel agent prices, right? And you think you're getting a deal, but guess what? You're spending $2,000, $3,000, sometimes $4,000 or more just for one vacation for two people. I just showed you 3 fantastic world tours, and adding all 3 of them up, you wasn't spending no more than $2,000. 3 trips for 2 people, you wasn't spending more than $2,000. So let's talk about right now, you decide to go with a travel agent because you think that is the best and all that's the only way to travel in the world right now, right? So outside of Expedia and Priceline. But you're going to go and book with a travel agent or say, hey, I want to go here. Find me somewhere to go in the Caribbean because that's all you know, right? You don't know about the Parises. You don't know about the Zanzibars, Africa. You don't know about the Mauritius in Africa. You don't know about the Thailands, right? You only know about Cancun and Dominican Republic, or sometimes Jamaica, right? So you decide to say, hey, travel agent, I need you to book me this trip. I don't care, somewhere in the Caribbean, go ahead and book that for me. All right, she get back with you or he get back with you and they say, hey, it's going to be $2,000, anywhere from $1,500 to $2,000 per person. Yeah, it includes your flight, but hey, that's anywhere from $3,000 to $4,000 for one vacation. Guess what else you got to do? You have to pay that travel agent a deposit, because they don't book you nothing for free. They don't book you nothing for air, right? So you got to pay a deposit. Usually the deposit is going to be anywhere from $250 to $500 per person. That's anywhere from $500 down to $1,000 down just to hold the booking that you're not even for sure you're going to end up going on. Because then if you don't go, they get to keep that money. Make it make sense, right? But I'm showing you right here where your money is coming right back to you in the form of points, and you sitting back there scratching your head. I don't know about that, right? Showing you how you can go on 3 to possibly 4 trips in 1 year as a platinum member. Let's look at the platinum rate. If you decide to get a platinum membership today, $250 to get started. Now you calculate that for an entire year, for 1 year paying $125 a month, that totals out to $1,625. You done took 3 to 4 trips within that 1 year off of that one membership for 2 people. Which one makes sense? I'm just asking the question, right? So that is our membership. Now I'm going to talk to you a little bit on how you can get those membership fees paid for by the company. If you cool with that, keep those ears tuned in, you guys, because I'm just about changing your mindsets on things, especially when it comes to money, all right? So that was our membership. If you didn't want to do anything else but get that membership and start traveling, choose which one works for you. Silver, titanium, platinum. By all means, let's get that. Let's get you out there to have fun, add more value to your life by seeing this amazing world that we're living in, all right? I know it gets crazy sometimes, but you need to get away and go somewhere it's not crazy, all right? So if you had all the time and money in the world, what would you do? This portion right here is totally optional. All right. I'm just in the business of showing you a better way to make a little extra income and also change your thought process when it comes to making additional income. All right. So me and my friends got passports. We all got a passport game. We out here having a good time, enjoying life, but we also enjoy making money. Because guess what? It costs to travel, right? So this guy right here, Mr. Kiyosaki, right? He wrote this book called Cashflow Quadrant. He came up with this Cashflow Quadrant, and it just made sense to me. I saw this over 8, 9, almost 10 years ago. And it really opened my eyes up to a lot, because guess what? I didn't know. I was in a rat race. All right. So on the left side of that quadrant, you have the employee and the self-employed. You either have a job, a job. I call it just over broke, because you never seen anybody with one job become wealthy. All right. And then you have the self-employed, where you own a job, a job, just over broke. 95% of us working people is on that side of the quadrant. We think we woke, but we ain't. All right. We ain't woke when it really comes to finances. All right. 95% and only 5% of the money. 95% of the people, 5% of the money. So it's a whole lot of people on that side of the quadrant, but not enough money. Guess what you got to do as an employee? You got to exchange time for money. You got to exchange time for money. I like to say, as an employee, you're in the largest pyramid in the world, but you would call everything else around you a pyramid, except for that job that you got to go to. Because if you don't go there, you ain't going to make no money. Right? You're in the biggest pyramid in the world. You're an employee, where most other people are at. Then you got 2 or 3 supervisors, 1 or 2 managers, or however you want to flip that, 1 or 2 HR people. You just keep stacking up the pyramid as far as you want to go with people, and how many positions is there. How many of y'all going to be able to take those positions when you fighting against hundreds, if not thousands of people to get that 1 or 2 positions? I'll wait. Then you got the self-employed, where you own a job, right? You got to do the same thing. I have an LLC, you guys. I understand. I thought I was doing something too by get your business started, you know, but I got to do the exact same thing. I got to exchange time for money. If I don't make the products that is needed for my clients, I don't get paid. Have to make it make sense, right? But what I'm going to show you tonight is how you can utilize what you're making on this left side of the quadrant, using that job to finance your freedom, finance your time freedom, and finance your money freedom. All right. By pushing you over to that right side of the quadrant, showing you what I'm about to show you tonight. So only 5% of the people that got it are on this side of the quadrant, and 95% of the money. Less people, more money. Less people, more money. On that side of the quadrant, you got the business owner, where you own a system. You're working, you have leverage. You're working with a group of people, and you're all making money together. Leverage. Then you have the investors, where you own investments. Your money's making money for you. It's not a clock nowhere on there. All you did was either lock arms with people, right, that you love and you care about, and all y'all invested into a business together, into a system together, and you all became wealthy. Or you invested it and your money did the work for you. It just made sense to me, right? So with us, you get to join the partnership over here with Travorium and lock in with our system over here with Travorium, and we're going to show you how to get to the money, right? So you get to join the partnership, and annual partnership dues are $49.95 one time. How cool would it be if you knew to start your home-based business, it was only $50 to get started and $50 once a year? How many of you would get started if they said, hey, to get your LLC started, it was $50 to get started and $50 a year for your yearly expenses? Because you already know, if you own an LLC and you're on this call, you already know you spending more than that in yearly expenses. And I'm talking about 100 times more than that, right? So here's the thing. I'm showing you how you can use those employee and entrepreneurship funds, right, to finance your freedom. By joining the partnership over here, you will now have a home-based business and the ability to market this information just like I'm doing right now. You don't have to do what I'm doing. You can do what your friend is doing. Just get good at inviting. How cool is that? Look around. What are your friends doing right now? All they did was say, hey, what you doing at this time? Hop on this call. Just that easy. You ain't got to do what I'm doing. I got that part. Like I said, because we work together as a team. Leverage. Bingo, leverage. Something just makes sense, you guys. So once you decide to partner with us, you now be able to take part in our 10X compensation plan, you guys. So here's our thing. We have the number one industry in the world, right? The largest industry in the world. But guess what? We also have the number one industry dealing with social media. So the number one thing shared on social media is travel. Every time you turn somebody, I just went on there. Somebody's getting married, somebody's on a birthday trip, somebody's just taking vacation from work because they stressing them out. That's all you see on social media, right? Travel. So how cool would it be if you can use those free apps to now advertise your business for you? Just show people I'm being able to travel more for less. Because guess what? Nosy people is on social media. So they're going to do what? In your comments, ask you how. They're going to ask you why you went there. Oh, man, how much you paid to go there? Oh, wow, how do you do that? Now, will everybody get a membership? No, because some people just don't get it. But the ones that do is going to be the ones that help change your life, because guess what? That's who you want to lock arms with. So you share this thing with 3 people and you get to earn free travel points. Remember I was telling you about that? We're in a referral-based company. You refer people to everything. You refer them to apps. You refer them to Facebook. You refer them to Instagram. You tell them to add just friends, before you know it, you got thousands of friends on social media. We show you something that you can do the exact same thing, which now can put some extra money in your pocket, in your household. I can't do that, but you are already doing it. So with this referral-based company, right, you refer 3 friends and they get a membership just like you. The company is now going to start paying for your membership, you guys. And I'm going to show you how you can start getting to the money. We shared this concept with a few people, and now we're open in 63 countries. How amazing is that? 63 countries just by sharing with a few people that told a few, that told a few, that told a few. Guess what? I know Leroy know about 20 people. I know those 20 people know about 20 people, because guess what? Everybody ain't got the same amount of contact. The thing, somebody turns 18 every day. So we'll never have a shortage of people. So you can now start earning more than what you're spending, you guys. Here's our business profitability. Remember I'm telling you about just the little as 3 people that you refer and they get a membership just like you. The company is now going to start paying you daily to take care of your membership on that 31st day. Is that cool or cool? So let me show you. Let's say you decide to get a titanium membership. Titanium membership, you get started, you want to share this with 3 people, they get a membership just like you. I always say share with more, right? Because who don't know 4 people? But hey, you just show with 3 people, that's the minimum. They get a titanium membership just like you. You will now be getting paid $2.26 a day. Pull out your calculators. $2.26 times 31 days is more than that $69.95. They're going to be putting that money into your e-wallet. And then on that 31st day, right, that 31st day, they're going to take that out of your e-wallet, pay for your membership, and then drop that 140 points into your account where you can use to go on some future travel. Is that cool or cool? I'm good with free points. That's free money. It just makes sense. Guess what? Because I'm getting it big time because I'm a platinum member. So guess what I did? When I became a member over a year and a half ago, I said, man, I know people that love to travel and like to travel more for less. I put this in front of my friend Winnie. I put this in front of my sister Ro. I put this in front of my sis Red. I put it in front of my bro Said. And I said, hey, y'all got to check this out, man. Y'all know we like to travel and go places anyway. Guess what? They got a membership just like me. Company then decided to say, hey, you shared with 3 people, boom, we're going to now pay you $4.10 a day since you're a platinum member. And everybody got a platinum membership just like me. Because guess what? We all like the best of the best. $4.10 a day times 31 days, you do the math. That's way more than $125. That was going into my e-wallet. The company on the 31st day took that out of the e-wallet, paid for my membership, and dropped in 250 points for me to utilize on future travel. Cool or cool? It just made sense to me. So every cent, because I've shared with way more than 4, right? Because I just know a lot of people that love to travel, right? And guess what? They did too. They shared with their friends that shared with their friends. So I looked at this because this company is arts on a binary. So you get basically 2 Facebook profiles, so to say. You get a left team and you get a right team, right? Your left team starts growing and your right team starts growing just because you share with those 3 people. And you place 2 of them on your left team, you place the other one on your right team. Guess what? You never know who knows who. Those 2 people might know hundreds of people. That's 200 to 300 people on one team, and that one person might know thousands of people. That's thousands of people on that other team. Look at your Facebook profile. It didn't start with 5,000 friends or 2,000 or however many you got when you only talked about 10, right? But you look at your Facebook friends list, and you probably got well over 1,000, 2,000 friends, right? So just think, if all those friends would do the exact same thing over here by sharing it, how you can start getting to substantial income. Let me show you how. You show with 3 people, those 3 people show 3 people and show 3 people. You never know who knows who. Your left team grows to 8 to 12 people on your left team, 8 to 12 people on your right team. You will now become a 1-star director making $400 to $700 a month. Who can use an extra $400 to $700 into their pocket every month? On top of what you're making in your JOB. I'm not telling you to quit your job. I'm just saying, could you use an extra $400 to $700? Residual money. Residual money that's coming in. You got residual bills. Why don't you want to have residual income? Make it make sense. And if you can hit 1 star, you can definitely hit 2 stars. Because guess what? Your friends that's on your team going to be wanting to hit 1 star as well. Because as your team grows, guess what? Everybody grows. So when your left team grows to 25 to 40 on your left team, 25 to 40 on your right team, you will now become a 2-star director, making $25 a month. That's what I am at this present moment, a 2-star director. Only been a part of this amazing company for a year and a half, be 2 years in December. So now I'm making an extra $1,500 to $2,500 a month. It is possible. It's just on you putting the information in front of people. The information is free. It's going to be on them to make the decision. They're not buying it for you. They're buying it for themselves. Because guess what? You got it already. So guess what? When your team grows, that's an extra $18,000 to $30,000 annually on top of what you're making. So if you're making $50,000, $60,000 right now, an extra $18,000 to $30,000, you don't think that would be helpful to your household? I'll wait. Because if you can hit 2-star, you can hit 3-star, you guys. We got some amazing 3-stars on this team, you guys. We got Coach Phillips. We got Pastor Mel making some great strides. We also had Coach D, who was a 3-star when I joined back at the end of 2020. And she's now one of our amazing ambassadors. I'm gonna tell you about that here in a minute. Because if you can hit 3-star, you can hit 4-star. Coach D went from 3-star to 4-star. Making $100, that's an extra $4,000 to $5,000 a month. Anybody turning that down? I'm not telling you to quit your job right now because you might be making this already. But guess what? Having a home-based business also have other benefits outside of making this additional income, because now you get to write off everything you're doing in travel and business. Does it make sense? I ain't gonna give you too many clues. You want to jump aboard to get the rest. And then you can hit ambassador. From 4-star, there's ambassador. That's 188 people to 300 on your left team, 188 to 300 on your right team. I want you to look at your Facebook page right now. See how many friends you got on Facebook. Split that in half. Put 1 on your left team, put 1 on your right team. So if you got more than 2,000 friends on Facebook, that's now 1,000 on your left team and 1,000 on your right team. Guess where you'll be at? Way past this ambassador, because hey, you see it right there. It's only a little. It's 188 to 300 on your left team, 188 to 300 on your right team. So it's still 700 more people on your team because you split your Facebook in half. You're only going to go up as your team continues to grow. But guess what? Coach D hit this in 4 years, you guys. I tell anybody with any type of business, I don't care if you're opening up your own restaurant, you're getting a franchise, you're getting a boutique started, you starting a hair salon. It's going to take anywhere from 3 to 5 years to build that to where you're going to become profitable. And you really start seeing some money. But you got to stick in it. You got to stick with it, right? And that's what Coach D did. She stuck with it. Do people drop out? Because, yeah, they drop out because it's no contract. You can cancel your membership whenever you want to. But guess what? Somebody turns 18 every day. So guess what? She kept sharing it. Just like we're sharing it. We sharing it. They're sharing it. Teams growing. Boom. Hit ambassador in 4 years. That's an extra 90 to 110,000 annually. At this point, actually, she was already retired. She was already retired and done working. But this right here superseded her, well, she calls it her Social Security. She only wanted to meet and match her Social Security, but this supersedes her Social Security. Who you know making Social Security in 6 figures? I'll wait. But Coach D now superseded that as an ambassador in this company right now, you guys, and only going to continue to go up because guess what? It goes all the way up to executive chairman. Haven't even been reached yet in this company. Haven't even been reached. So it's plenty of room. You just got to jump aboard, you guys, and get started. Put it in front of everybody you know, because what? I don't know your friends. Your friends don't know my friends. But guess what? When we all get locked arms together, we will begin to know each other. It just makes sense, you guys. You start meeting some of the most amazing people in the world and also start making money right along with them. How about that? It just makes sense, you guys. As you can see, executive chairman makes $96,000 monthly. Monthly. Would you not give yourself a chance to get to that anywhere from 3 to 5 years, maybe 5 to 10? It's possible. It's just going to be on you. Who you put in front of, you never know who knows who. We just got to do it, right? So with that being said, I am ending this call, you guys, with this right here. There are 3 types of people on this call right now. You're an A or B or C person. A, B, or C person. You're the A person. You said, hey, TJ, you got me at the free 99, the $0, and all I got to pay is the taxes to go on a vacation of my dreams. By all means, get with the person that invited you tonight. Let them know you're an A person. Let's get you started right away. Now, if you're that B person, you probably say, I got to move some money around. Just don't have it like that right now because, you know, bills is piling up, right? I don't want to, how do they say it? I don't want an extra bill. It's not a bill, it's an investment. And guess what? Every dollar you're paying into it is coming back to you. So it's not a bill. You let me know what bill that you pay gives you something back when you pay it. I'll wait for that too. So if you're that B person, just let them know I'm that B person, just not right now. Get back with me in a month or two. You know, don't let it become a 3 or 4 months from now, because guess what? That's going to turn into a year, and it's going to turn into 2 years. Stop leading people on. Just say, hey, it's not for me. All right, be that C person. So if you're that C person, it's not for you. It's just not for me. I don't like it. It's one of those pyramid things. No matter how much I tell people you're working in one, they still like to see things that can improve their life as it. I don't understand it. But hey, by all means, we're going to leave it like that. So with that being said, we're going to end this call. Anybody have any questions? Right now is the time to open up your phone for questions to be answered. Let's go. Back over to you, Mark.
Appreciate you, bro. As always, you knocked it out the box, my dude.
I try.
Information after information. You do got a B person, somebody that's on a U318AA. I guess that's a cell phone ID number. He said he's a B person. He said, I got you.
Already, that's what's up. Just let us know you're a B person. Let us know. Let the person that invited you know. I'm a B person. Get back with me on this day or whatever. So whenever you see them, you're not running and hiding, you know, and jumping over fences and stuff from them, thinking that they're going to ask you to get a membership. No, that's still your friend. That's still your family member. They just found a better way. That's all. They found a better way and they wanted to share it. Do you hop on? That's going to be on you, right? But let them know, hey, I'm a B person. Get back with me around, you know what I'm saying, October the 1st or whenever. And that's when they'll talk to you about it. All right. So somebody said, can you join just for the vacation benefits? Yes, you can. I said that earlier. All you got to do is get the membership. Choose the membership that you want. Get the membership that you want, right? And start traveling. You don't have to share with nobody. But guess what? What's going to happen? When you start going on trips and you're going for $1 or you're going for, you know what I'm saying, $3, you know what I'm saying, or whatnot, your friend's going to ask you. You ain't going to have to say nothing. They're going to ask you, how do you get that? And guess what? You're not going to be able to refer them. You're going to have to give them to, you're going to tell them to, hey, talk to my friend over here. They can get you a membership. And if you're okay paying your monthly fees, by all means. But guess what? People will ask you because they're nosy. And if they get a membership, just 3 people get a membership just like you. Don't matter when it happens. 3 people within a year or so get a membership just like you. The company now starts paying for your membership. And you got a free membership. Not telling you got to do it, but just putting that in a bug in your ear. All right. Hopefully that answered your question.
Somebody put in the chat too, show me an example of how that works. I'm not sure exactly what they're talking about exactly. Somebody on the Samsung XM.
I can explain
okay,
how You said that you can use it just for the vacation benefits if I'm not a seller and don't really want to sell anything. Can you show me like just an example of how I can use it just for vacation benefits?
Okay, so the membership is our product. So the membership is our
I'm a
product.
platinum member.
Okay, and you choose to get the platinum membership.
I have it
You
already.
Okay, so you're getting your points every month. Okay,
Okay.
you're getting 250 points every month. You decide, you go into your back office, log into your back office. If you're a partner on this call, or you even if you're just a member on this call, log into your back office, go and look at some trips. Or if you decide, hey, I just want to do a vacation and I just want to go down the street and stay at a nice hotel I never stayed at. Let me look at on my site, which is a wholesale booking engine. Boom. Oh, dang, I could get it for way less than it usually would be for, right? Because I have my membership. And start using all of the perks that you got in your membership. That's how you'll be able to utilize. You don't have to share with nobody. But guess what? When you do start going on vacations, I know you take pictures. I know you post them, right? I know you do that. You know, can nobody tell me they go on a vacation and they don't let nobody know, right? Unless y'all secret squirrel or something. All right. But when you go on a vacation, you can have your membership, but when you go on vacation, guess what you're going to do? You're going to talk about that vacation, especially if it's somewhere that you've never been, Paris or to Italy, place you've never been, and people seeing you going to these places, asking, how did you get to go there? How much was it to go there? Could you hook me up with the person that booked it for you? Be like, no, I booked it on my own site. It was only $2.99, for two people. $2.99 for two people. They go, man, how do you get that? How do you get that? Guess what? You're gonna have to refer them to somebody who has the partnership. You won't be able to enroll them because you don't have the partnership to market it. But hey, you can have the membership to do all that. That's our product. Like I said, our product is the membership. It's not lotion. It's not sand. You know what I'm saying? I can't bring sand to you from Jamaica and say, man, I stayed at this hotel for $199. Try it out. See if you like it. No, it's an experience that you got to get on your own. But how amazing is it to where you can go on this amazing trip for less? No, you do not have to have the partnership. No, you do not have to. That is totally optional. If you know for a fact, you know people that love to travel, or if you know for a fact, hey, I want to get my monthly fees paid for by the company. That is totally optional. All right. The membership is our product. We want you to have the product. You take the product, go and enjoy life. Go on and go on some amazing vacations. Open up your back office. We'll talk. What's your name? Samsung. I love you because you're already an Android user. Samsung in the building.
That's right.
But let us know what your name is and what's the name. And we'll talk on the I'll definitely whoever got you your membership, we're gonna talk on the side.
Her name Gina.
All right, Miss Gina.
Yep.
We'll definitely chat it up. Let us know who invited you tonight. Well, you're a partner. I mean, you're not a partner, but you're a member already. But I love to go over that with you. You probably just haven't had the back office training yet. So
Jason Brown said, I'm like getting the platinum just for travel benefits. I'm not much of a salesperson. You want to comment on that?
Absolutely, dude. All right, y'all, listen. I know I sounded like a salesperson. Listen, you guys, I am 20 years retired Army guy. All right, I just retired 2 years ago. Regular person just like you. I absolutely just fell in love with traveling, and it just became easy for me to be able to share the information. All right, everybody says I'm not a salesperson, but guess what? I guarantee you at some point in your life you have sold something that didn't benefit you in the back end. All right, i.e. be the shirt that you've worn and somebody asks you, where you got that from? Oh, I got that from Macy's. All right, cool. They went and bought it. Did Macy's pay you? No. Or sneakers. You buy some shoes. That's always the big thing. Man, we got them J's from, man. Got it from here. Did that make you money? Absolutely not. Unless you went and bought the J's and sold them for $400 or $500 more than what you bought them for, right? But when it comes to this right here, don't look at it as, hey, I'm not a salesperson. All you have to do is get good at sharing and inviting. Get good at inviting, because that's something that you do already too. You invite people to go to the mall. You invite people to barbecues, right? Like Winnie said earlier, she was like, I'm gonna do a quick little mixer at my house, and then I'm gonna put the information in front of my friends when they come over. Is that gonna hurt them? For them to sit down and watch a 10-minute video or even hear me out for a good 30 minutes, and then they can go back to partying. Whoever likes it, get a membership. Whoever don't, hey, at least they know about it now and they can tell somebody else and refer them to her. But no, you do not have to be a salesperson, y'all. Look around. What is your friend doing on this call right now? Whoever invited you on this call tonight, if you are a guest, look around and let me know how hard of a salesperson they are right now. Because I do believe I did the presentation. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I don't mind doing a presentation. I absolutely love talking about it because guess what? I have been to multiple destinations in this 1 year. When I know some people don't even get to go as many places that I've been to this in this 1 year, 9 months in, I've been more than some people been in their whole lifetime.
Let me comment on that, TJ.
What'd you say?
I said, let me comment on that.
Go ahead, brother.
To the person that said they're not a salesperson. I'm not a salesperson either. And you can ask TJ, you can ask Ro right now. When they talking to me, I have my arms folded like this. Man, I said myself, I'm not going door to door. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. I just want to travel. Just like you just said, I want to travel. But what I thought in my head, they were like, oh, if we're going over them numbers, I said, let me get the partnership just in case. Remember those 3 words, just in case. So I got the partnership. We started going back and forth with them. Dude, I hadn't done one presentation. Listen to me. I hadn't done one presentation. And I'm 1 person away from residual income. 1.5 persons. I'm sorry. I'm 1.5 persons away because once you join this, that guy that's talking and that lady that's beside him, they call her Ronethia. You can call them anytime. Hey, I got somebody want to hear this. Hey, I got somebody want to hear this. That's all I done. Period. Absolutely. I haven't done a presentation. I ain't got no slides. Well, I do got some slides, but I ain't done nothing with them. I hadn't done that. So I'm not a salesman, but I got TJ number. I got Ro number. I know Sasha on here, Dr. Phil on here. Any one of them I can call at any time and say, look, I got somebody I need you to talk to. That's Absolutely. It. That's my sales pitch right there. They see what I'm doing, just like TJ said. They see what we doing. Me and my wife in Columbia. They see what we doing. Hey, Joanne got a hot streak when we was in New Orleans. She at the training had somebody show what we was doing, had somebody to sign up at the training. What did we do when we got home? Hey, TJ, hey, Ro, got somebody need to talk to. That's it. So you don't have to sell nothing. I did not sell nothing. And again, I'm 1.5 persons away from that first step of that residual income. So Absolutely. It is.
Like you said, that's it right there, brother. Appreciate that. All you got to do is get good at sharing, you know what I'm saying, sharing your pictures. Your product is travel. All right. It sells itself. Young, old, middle-aged, black, white, green, purple, all over the globe is traveling. All over the globe is traveling, going somewhere. If it ain't them coming from over there overseas to come over here to go to Disney or to Vegas, we're going over to their countries to see those beautiful sides of the world, right? Somebody is traveling at all times. So we have a broader, right? A larger audience to reach, okay? But guess what? It's as easy as just putting it on those free apps that you got already. You might not be a social media person. You might don't have no Facebook, no social media, but how hard is it going to be to get that, right? And then just all you do is take a picture and post it. Take a picture and post it. Take a picture you on the beach, enjoying your best life, post it. Take a picture while you get on the plane, about to take off, and post it. Guess what? Nosy folks that's on your friends list is going to ask you, where you going? Oh, man, you stay gone somewhere. You can too. Check this information out. Boom, I got that. I got the rest. Or boom, Darren Marie got the rest. Or boom, Coach D got the rest. Or boom, Coach Phillips got the rest. Or boom, Pastor Mel got the rest. Or boom, Sasha got the rest. We got so many amazing leaders on this team that really knows this thing like the back of their hand and growing this thing because they're sharing it with their friends, right? All they did is just locked into the system, locked into this system, right? And learned what they had and got good at sharing. That's it. That is it.
He said, Jason also said, on the business side, I would need the business spiel a few times in order to sell it to someone. Do we have seasoned people like you to help in the beginning stages?
Yes, I just named a few. Plus, we got a lot of we got a lot of easy buttons. You guys don't make this thing harder than what you're thinking it is, just because I went far in depth with my presentation. A lot of people presentations is not as far in depth as it is with mine. They're just gonna give you the meat and potatoes, and you know what I'm saying, and hey, you make the decision. right? My goal in life is to break it down because I know the thought process of my people. I do because I had that same mindset, right? Had that exact same mindset when it came to something like this because it was something that was foreign to me. It was something that I didn't understand. But guess what? I took a leap of faith and it changed my entire life, you guys. It changed my entire life because not only did I learn about personal development, but professional development, I also became more knowledgeable on money, finances, and also having something like this, a home-based business, and what it did for me as a single soldier, right? Especially when it came to taxes, right? Single soldier with no kids wasn't bringing home no money during the tax season, right? And boom, got me a home-based business. Guess what? My home-based business became my dependent. Guess what I got to do? I got to write off things that I never knew I could write off because my business was travel. So everything I was doing in travel, I was getting it back at the end of the year. Free travel. It just made sense. It just enlightened me on a whole lot much on a broader scale than you can only imagine. But yes, you got some of the most amazing people in on this team that's in this company, you guys, that's doing great things. And they just got good at just sharing the information. And that's it. But you'll definitely be able to lock arms with us. We ain't gonna just throw you out there to the wolves so you can figure it out on your own. If you do decide to partner with us, believe you me, we're gonna definitely make sure you're up to speed on what you need to do. It's gonna be on what you want to absorb in. If you're gonna make that time to absorb in that information to where don't come over here thinking you got to get a master class on it. Y'all, this is the easiest thing to do. But guess what? If I go on a trip tomorrow, 10 people gonna be in my inbox asking me, how did I go? And oh man, you gone again? And guess what? I'm gonna be like, hey, here's the information that you can check out. You can start doing the same thing. Just that easy.
He wanna know how many people you need before your site becomes free.
3 people. How many people you know? How many people do you know? That's what I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna ask you a question. How many people do you know? Right? But 3 people get a membership just like you, right? Your friend, your cousin, your auntie, your mama, whoever, right? They get a membership just like you. As long as they're 18 and older, they can get a membership of their own. But they get a membership just like you, boom, your membership fees is waived. I'm going to put it to you like this. Let's say you do a guy's trip, Jason, right? And you're going places. And you're like, oh, man, I'm going. Me and my boys, we do this and we do this, man. Every year, we're going to the Super Bowl. Every year, we're going to Cancun, right? Y'all spending thousands and thousands of dollars, right? But right here, you can get your membership. They get their membership. This year, boom, I'm going to book Cancun under my membership, take 2 of y'all. And then next year when we go on to one, we're going to use your membership. And so you can use your points and take 2 of us. So boom, we're going to buy on $1 for me this year. Then we're going to go to Colombia next year on $1 on yours because we're going to use your points because they didn't accumulate it over that year time frame. It just makes sense. Right? Especially you're going with your crew anyway. That's what happened with me. You saw that Jamaica trip had over 60 of us there. I did the same thing. I got my membership. I posted a trip and said, hey, I'm going to Jamaica for my birthday. Was it on my actual birthday? No, it wasn't. It was a week before my birthday, but it was a lot of other birthdays there celebrated. But I saw the trip when it popped up and I said, hey, Jamaica in June. Oh man, it was a place that I wanted to go to when I retired, but COVID hit. Right? So boom, I said, man, when I looked at the price, first of all, the price was amazing. $499 for 2 people when I was going to stay at that exact same resort, about to spend almost $2,000 per person. Now I'm going for $499 for 2 people. That in itself blew my mind. So I put it on my Facebook and my friend said, yo, when we going? When we going? How do we got to do to send you the money? Because they thinking I'm a travel agent. Absolutely not. I said, you got to get a membership. All right, what we got to do to get a membership? And they all got a membership. And we've been enjoying our memberships and enjoying seeing this great and amazing planet together. So have been this year to Colombia. And that was last year. That was 2021. This year I've been to Colombia. Got to go and spend time and hang out with Mark and 11 of us. Went there. Went to New Orleans where I got to spend time with hundreds of, members and partners. Then also going to Hawaii this coming up November. Been to Costa Rica, been to Cancun early this year. Man, I'm telling you, it's just going to be on you to start making those decisions to say, hey, I want to do something and try something. It won't hurt, right? You ain't losing a dime. Your membership pays for itself, right? Just take a trip. How cool is that? Any other questions? Oh, I did forget about Thailand. I did go to Thailand too this year.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say that. Zachary
I went to a lot of places. I'm just telling you, I've been to a lot of places, and do everybody get that? I was retired, right? I was retired. And the great thing about having a business, you guys just being, you know what I'm saying, like I say, 100% with you. The great thing about having a business, it set me up for that success to where I didn't have to work. You heard that key word? I didn't have to work. Having a job is an extra necessity for me, right? It's not a want, right? It's not a have to. It's not that I have to go to work. I just started a whole new job, but guess what? I looked at it. That's just extra income. Now I can invest in something else. But guess what? I have residual income coming in, plus actually 3 forms of residual income already coming in, being retirement, being VA, and being Travorium and other things that I was doing, because I have another business as well, an LLC, because I got smart with money. I got smart. Things was taught to me over the years, right? Then happened to my 30th year. I wish it would have happened 10 years prior to that, but hey, it's going to be in your own timing. But guess what? How good would it feel for you to know I can work because I want to, not because I have to? That's a good feeling to have, you guys. And I had that for most of this year because I just started back. And my friends was like, oh man, you going to work? You going to be all right? And guess what? I'm okay, because guess what? It's fun. But I told them this, if it ever comes to being stressful, I'm out the door. It's just that easy. Chunking the deuces. Because guess what? I'm working because I want to, not because I have to. And that's why I try to show everybody else. And that's why I got into that whole purpose in life, is to share this same thing. If I don't reach but 1 or 2 people, that right there is amazing to me in itself, because I love to see my people get it and make a difference in their lives, and then share that blessing with some other people. It's just all about that, you guys. So hopefully that helped you understand a little bit more, you guys. I'm not trying to sell you on anything, because guess what? We ain't in the business of selling. I ain't got to convince you on it. I'm answering your questions, but I ain't here to convince you, because guess what? TJ got it. TJ got a membership. Mark got a membership. Ro got a membership. Everybody that invited you on, guess what? They have their membership. All they got to do is use it. All they got to do is take a trip. And I'm sure they took about 2 or 3. If you haven't, you're wrong. You tripping. You losing out. You better get out there and use your product. It's just that cool, you guys. So I hope I answered all the questions, you guys. Go ahead.
Zachary Cody said he's getting the platinum membership. It looked like he was invited by Sasha.
Zach, let's go, brother. Already. That's what it's about, man. Get your membership. I'm telling you, start enjoying more for less. We definitely will put the information in front of you. Sasha, she's a great trainer showing you what you got in your back office. I am countless of other leaders on the call. When you get a membership, they will definitely make sure you know what you got, right?
That's her brother.
Oh, that's her brother. Okay, that's what's up, Zach. That's what I'm talking about. That's what you do. Lock arms with your family members, man. Come on now. Brothers and sisters, you should be the first thing. You should be going into business with each other, growing a legacy with each other, and just rocking it out, rocking this life out. Because, hey, we're not promised tomorrow, right? So do yourself a great service and say, hey, what if I do get in here and it become the best thing in my life? If it don't, you still winning, because you learn something. You definitely gonna learn if you are in the circle around me, because I'm gonna make sure you learn what you got. But you can't lose, you guys. It's a win-win all the way around. But hey, we're not here to convince. We're only here to share the information, and you make the decision on your own. All right. So
that Jason Brown said you almost got it. He said you almost got it. He said I have a few friends who love to travel. He said I'm almost sold.
Already, brother. Hey, go ahead. You got friends you know that love to travel just like you. By all means, be that person that say, hey, it ain't for me. But guess what? I know somebody who is for. I had a friend that was like that. She said, hey, I'm not ready to get started just yet. We got a lot of things going on. But a friend asked her about travel. She hit me up and said, hey, could you talk to her about it? Boom, her friend got a membership. She said they're still coming along later on when they get their stuff together. And that's understandable, right? We're going to be here. Travel's going to always be here. Travel's been here during the pandemic. It's going to always be here, y'all. Travel been here since the beginning of the time. What they said, Jesus stayed at what they was at an inn that they couldn't get to, but they was all sold out, right? Same thing, right? That's biblical, all right. But This is the whole thing, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to put it out to you that we got the best product that is. You ain't got to go and have nobody taste test nothing. You ain't got to go and put nothing on their skin. Guess what? They're going to have to just get in and get the experience and go and start exploring, you know what I'm saying, exploring this world for the amount that we get to get it for. Come on now. It's mind blowing. So hope to answer your question. Zach, appreciate you, man, for being on.
Yes, sir.
I know some of y'all probably hopping off now. If you got any other questions, now is your time. This is all the research right here. Because guess what? You can add me on Facebook, and everything I told you tonight, you can go and see it. I am living it, you guys. I am definitely a product of the product, just like many others on this call. But if you definitely got any of those questions right now, it's time to ask because your research is right here.
Hey, TJ, look at that comment that Zachary just said. That's deep.
What Zach said, I missed it.
He said, I include the Lord and Savior in my finances, and I plant my seed for my future when it multiplies 100-fold. Got to mind.
There it is right there. Amen to that, Zach.
Yes, sir.
Big time. Big time.
Yeah,
you got
great.
it, man. You got it. Anybody else? Anybody else got anything? Zach, appreciate you for that. Great,
yes,
great words of wisdom right there, man.
Yeah.
So many other people can get that. So many other people can get that, y'all. We can go some places.
Yeah, we had another one too. I mentioned it earlier. Shoot. Did you see it, Ro? Somebody said they was signing up.
Yep.
Oh, it says I'm that B person.
Okay. You got the B person. You got the B person. I ain't see no C's tonight. C's be scared, boy. Don't be running from me.
She's tired, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tired. Yep. Shatia on here too, boy. Hey girl, how you doing?
She a firecracker now. That one right there, she uses her social media. So definitely give her props for that, you guys.
Yeah.
So definitely use your social media. Just post $1, or I'm going to stay here for an entire week for $0. All I'm paying is the taxes. Or I'm going here and I'm going. Who's going to be upset about that? Right? Not me. I'm just like, man, I'm ready. When I grew up, I want to be like him, right? But we already grown. It's just going to be us to start doing it, right? It's just going to be us to start doing it.
TJ, Coach D just blessed Zach.
Let's go, Zach.
Coach D just blessed him. Zach, Coach D said, I will reimburse your partnership fee for that awesome testimony, Ambassador Deborah Taylor.
Already. Thank you so much for that, Coach D. All right, Zach, you heard it. We got great leaders like that, you guys. That does amazing things. Like I said, now you have you'll be getting started with a free business. Like I said, being reimbursed that $50. Now you got a whole home-based business that was given to you at least for 1 year for free. How cool is that? So you got a whole year to you can be a marketing guru, right? Just putting this in front of everybody, just inviting for a whole year. Guess where your team will grow to? Just because you're going to run across people that just, oh man, I want to go on vacation, man. I just can't go because, oh man, cool. Let me show you how you can go. Put it in front of them. Oh man, I can use the extra income. Cool. Let me show you something. Put them in front of the information. It's either going to be for them or it's not. You can't lose either way. They're either going to tell you yes or no. Guess what? After this call, right now, on another call right now, we probably got 20, 30 plus people on that call right now. Then we're doing this again tomorrow. Coach D is doing the Wednesday night. Then we got Coach Phyllis. She's in the room right now. She's doing Thursday night. Then you got,
she commented too.
Yeah, then you got Tanya and Sasha bringing in the Friday night live, you guys. I'm telling you, plenty of times to get people in front of the information. You don't got to do nothing. You don't even got to be on the call. You just tell them, hey, I need you to do me a favor. I want you to listen on something. Give me your opinion on it. Boom. Hop on this Zoom. You don't know about your business. They either going to get on or they ain't. Right? I tell people, if you're my friend or my family member and I ask you to do it, you should be willing to do that. If not, then I know the type of party it is, right? When it comes to, because it's like, man, I'm not asking you to go to the mall and spend money. I'm not asking you for $20 put in my pocket. I'm just want you to look at it and grab some information because boom, it's going to eventually put some more money in your pocket, right? And also get you to some amazing places. So appreciate all my friends and family members that's on the call, all my extended family. Mark,
sir.
Sasha, Shatia, all my friends that's out there, all of the guests, thank you guys so much for your time. I hope you guys really got something out of this. If not, we welcome you to come back tomorrow night. Hop on, not on this call. It'll be on Coach on D Zoom. We'll make sure you get it, so you can check it out and hear her presentation. Not as lively and speedy as mine, but we all got our own ways of giving the presentation. But we make sure we got the best product out there. So you can get on Coach D's tomorrow. If you want to hear a little bit more, you got Thursday and Friday. And we're back right here on Tuesday next week. Every Tuesday, every Wednesday, every Thursday, and every Friday, we're sharing this information. Guess what? I'd rather you be the first person than the last person, because guess what? We put it in front of hundreds of people daily. So guess what? If you say yes now, guess how many of those people that's on your team versus those 100 people joining before you, and now you the 101st.
Right.
So let's get it. I'm handing it back over to you. I'm done, y'all. I'm done preaching. I'm done preaching tonight.
Ro, you want to close us out?
Y'all time, man. Go ahead, sis.
What's this? Yeah, I got issues tonight. Since there's no, I wanted to just make sure that there was no other guests that forgot to put their name in there. I didn't see anybody else, so I just want to thank everybody for coming out, all our guests tonight that came out to hear the presentation, and all our partners that invited guests and those that came to support. I just want to thank y'all and just say have a blessed night.